evening. We'll call to order the Township of Hampton Council meeting for Wednesday, November 5th, 2025. And we'll start with the pledge. Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Ms. Blackburn?
Present.
Ms. Fritsch?
Present.
Mr. Midgley?
Present.
Mr. Scholey? Dr. Johnson?
Present.
Mr. Speakman?
Present.
Right, administration, please.
Yes, I'll be giving a more in-depth overview of the 2026 budget at our public hearing on Wednesday, December 3rd. Before all of you tonight is what Jerry had sent out, which is his narrative, which is always more entertaining and frankly better than mine. But at this time, I'm just announcing that the draft 2026 budget is ready for public viewing. There'll be copies at the front desk here at the municipal building and the community center, and then we're also going to make it available on the township's website. And we have a budget workshop for Monday, November 10th at the community center. Jerry, I promise I won't steal your thunder too much here. The draft budget doesn't includes no tax increase and assumed increase in revenues and expenses in the 2.5% range from the 2025 budget. The draft capital budget assumes a pretty major investment in some facilities and equipment. It's not as large as this year's capital budget due to bond interest that we can't use at the moment. But it also sets the stage for several of our major projects, including the public safety building, the Route 8 Wildwood Road intersection project, and renovations in the Public Works Department that will happen in the future. So,
Anyone have any questions at this time?
direct them to Jerry.
We'll have questions after we go through the narrative. Thank you for that, by the way. It's always very helpful.
Mhm.
All right, item B, please.
Yeah, on an annual basis, the township takes a tax and revenue anticipation note to cover. Our major debt service payment is in January. It's in the neighborhood of $1.5 million. Hence, the Tran loan we'll be seeking is $1.5 million. We issue RFPs to several local banks. Our depository typically offers the best rate, but we do seek about 6 or 7 competitive proposals. So we're just seeking authorization to do that.
All right, anyone have any questions? Pretty routine.
Yeah.
All right, next item, please.
As noted in Jerry's budget narrative, right now we're looking at a revenue over expense of over $200,000, possibly up to $300,000, depending on where salaries and final expenses come into line. In order to help fund the 2026 capital improvement program, we'd be seeking authorization to transfer up to $300,000 from the general fund to the capital improvement. We would not make any transfer until the books are closed and we know what the final numbers are for 2025, and we would obviously report back on what that exact number is at a later time when that transfer is made.
Anyone have any questions?
In an absolute best case scenario, say it's 400 over, we'd then move 300 and the other 100 would just remain in general? Okay, thank you.
I didn't know you were that much of an optimist.
Oh, sure, certainly.
All right, any other questions? All right, item D then, please.
Yeah, the township's current year real estate tax collector is Jordan Tax Service. They've served in this role for us for several decades. In addition to collecting our tax bills, they also man an office here during the height of tax collection season. Our current rate with them is $2.10 per parcel for the billing and collection of current year real estate taxes, in addition to postage costs. The postage costs are obviously variable based on what the postage rate is. In 2025, this year, they collected $3.45 million for us thus far, and the total cost of collection was $17,045. So, I mean, it's a very low-cost service. They're proposing a 4-year extension. They would raise the cost to $2.15 a parcel. That's a 5-cent increase, or 2.4%. There were some issues the school district had with Jordan Tax Service. They collect obviously not only for the township, but for the school district. The school district had some issues with customer service, and especially with the cashing of checks in a timely manner. We met with Chris Bell from Jordan on October 28th and discussed these, and he made a concern. He said they would make a concerted effort to do a better job, especially on the cashing of checks. So, knowing that, and just given our experience with Jordan Tax Service, I think they perform well in their role. I'd recommend a renewal of their contract for 4 years.
What were they doing with the checks?
It-
For how long?
10 days a week.
It's not that long.
I hate to say this, it's not uncommon.
Well,
I
when
was
you
less.
first presented it, I thought they were sitting on the checks longer
Yeah.
than you were
I was
indicating.
Oh,
imagining
oh,
like
that was-
you know, I was imagining a month, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Again, I had really no problem with it. Others did. So, I mean, it's 10 days. I just, my experience with billing agencies is they, especially at the public level, they can sit on those checks for a week or 10 days. Just, yeah.
Gather a bunch of checks and you do them all at once.
Yeah, that doesn't seem all that out of the ordinary.
I don't disagree.
Who else performs this service?
The other two major ones in this area would be Berkheimer, who's the largest tax collector in Pennsylvania, and then Keystone Collections Group,
Who does
they do our
EIT?
EIT and LST. So, yeah, those would be the other two options out
Is
there.
Burke,
Berkheimer.
are they comparable to this?
I didn't seek a competitive proposal. We can talk with them. I certainly can speak with them and see what their pricing is. Getting them started this late in the game might be
Yeah,
difficult,
right,
but
right.
I can at least get some pricing for them in terms of what they're
Just
charging per
curious.
parcel. No, that's
More
fair.
so than anything.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, Jordan's done our taxes for 30.
Yeah, yeah, I agree.
And you said they do the school boards?
They do
tax-
the school districts too,
So the residents are
Yeah.
familiar with them?
and they do county delinquent taxes as well. They have a lot of tax collection contracts out there.
And they do our stormwater as well.
Yeah.
That's right.
Breaking it up would probably be not advised.
Mm.
Yeah, I agree. Unless it was free.
Ain't nothing free.
I know.
We just established he's an optimist.
I have my days.
Today's that day.
All right. Any other questions about item D? All right, community center membership fees, please.
Yeah, Melanie is here, obviously, this evening, right there, where Amanda usually sits. She presented on this at last month's agenda meeting. Just to give a real short overview, we're looking to adjust fees related to the community center memberships, fitness memberships, day passes, open gyms, and offer an after-hours rental fee option, and adjust fees related to the indoor pool and rentals of the outdoor pool by recreation groups and large recreation swim clubs and large groups. Melanie noted in her report, most of these fees were last raised in 2017, and since then, the consumer price index has gone up about 32%. None of these fee increases are even in that range. And on a larger level, I think what Melanie is proposing here, and what I support, obviously, is simplifying the township's fee structure for the community center. Membership fees, we dropped to one rate regardless of youth or adult. The categories of fitness center memberships go from 5 to 3. I think it's a greater simplification of our fee schedule. In total, the community center memberships and the fitness center memberships, by Melanie's calculation, would generate about $19,400, assuming current membership levels. Given the proposed project we're talking about with the fitness equipment, I mean, I don't think it's unrealistic to think there might be an increase in membership there, but that's not in Melanie's assumption, which is the right way to do it. The fees are not a revenue generator for the township. They're really just a way for us to offset the cost of operating the facility and programs. So, Melanie, you're here. If you'd like to add anything, or if you have any questions, we're recommending adoption of this resolution at the next council meeting.
If anybody has any questions, I'll be happy to answer them.
Doesn't look like it. Thank you for taking the time to come tonight.
It's my night out.
Do you want to stay a little longer?
All right,
Maybe till once the kids are in bed. Yeah, yeah.
Your
I
husband's
hear ya.
begging you to come home right now.
what time is bedtime? Right now. Okay, we can keep you here a little
We
longer.
could probably come up with a few questions.
All right, so do we have anything else? to
I have
add?
nothing else.
He's not helping.
I have nothing else.
Chief, anything for public safety?
I have absolutely nothing.
Also not helping. All right, community services then.
This isn't too exciting, sorry. Typically, in November of every year, we have the Shake Hog Fall Commodities. The Shake Hog did open their bids last Thursday, but we have not received any information yet. Last year, all we requested for contracts were the calcium chloride and the snow plow blade. So as soon as we receive it, I'll be forwarding a memo, hopefully by the regular meeting. If not, there's no problem in having it December.
Okay.
So, okay, thank you.
Anyone have any questions? All right, anything else? All right. Environmental services.
Thank you, Madam President. Just one thing to add. We officially moved into the office building on Monday.
Wonderful.
So we're finally out of trailers, which are incredibly awesome. So I'm so thankful that we're out of the trailers. But that's progress continues to keep clipping along.
All right, that's great. Thank you for the update.
Thank you.
All right, who's handling zoning and planning?
That will be me.
Okay.
Yeah, the first item is partial release of the bond for the First National Bank on Route 8. Gateway completed their inspection of all the on-site improvements. The only thing that's left is for overseeding of the stormwater management basin. The value of that's like $10,000. So based upon their inspection, and Amanda and I are recommending reducing the bond that was posted from $630,025 to $10,000. So the overseeding at this point will probably take place in the spring.
All right, anyone have any questions? All right, next item then, please.
Yeah, this is this is the Rylands preliminary final subdivision lot consolidation. This is on Middle Road in the RB zoning district. There's a representative from Hampton Tech for the applicant in attendance, so if there's any specific questions. But long story short, what this is it's taking two lots that currently total about 5.5 acres and dividing them into 3 lots. The new lot that will be created is between 2 existing homes. It will be about 1.5 acres fronting on Middle Road. It's been reviewed by our engineers and recommended for the approval as well as from the county. So again, if there's any questions specific to the applicant, I'd recommend talk with the applicant who's here. You got to earn those billable hours.
I don't have any questions. Does anyone else?
I'm assuming you're looking to build a house on this?
Yes, yeah, it's just a residential one.
Any other questions?
I'm trying.
All right, then I guess we are on to item C, please.
Yeah, and I do apologize for this one. I got my memo out late last night on this specific change order. It's a change order from Strategic Solutions, who's doing our zoning ordinance in Saldo subdivision and land development rewrite in the amount of $10,000. This would, it reflects additional hours by staff at Strategic to complete the project by the amended timeline of February 2026. It increases the total contract by about 9.2% to $118,000. I've got to be honest, since this project began, it's been a larger undertaking than I think even I expected. the zoning ordinance in Saldo of Hampton hadn't been rewritten for several decades, comprehensively rewritten at least. The terminology is antiquated in certain areas. It conflicts with other ordinances. The steering committee meetings, as members of the steering committee who are in the attendance can attest, have been detailed, long, and they've uncovered some deep issues with existing processes that have required more time from staff, meeting with strategic to kind of sort out how we're going to go about addressing them. The fact that there's not a ton of institutional knowledge on doing a rewrite of this level has also made it somewhat complex. There have been several matters, like the zoning of the PPG site was one where there was a lot of back and forth about it, as well as at the last meeting when we had the joint Planning Commission, Council, and EAC meeting. There was a request to add facade improvement standards, which was outside the scope of the initial proposal for this on the Route 8 corridor. So it became pretty apparent to us that our initial goal, as we outlined in the proposal for this zoning ordinance, of adopting a new one by the end of this year was probably not feasible. In light of all this, I would recommend this change order for approval. I know, Dr. Johnson, you had asked before, do you expect future change orders? Unless there is some change to the timeline for adopting this in February of next year, which I would not recommend any change to that timeline, then as far as I'm concerned, there's no additional change orders we would see on this project. So we did, for the draft 2026 budget, did include an allotment of $10,000 to cover this change order. It would not be paid in this year, but obviously next year when the work is to occur. So that's all I have.
Anyone have any questions?
Do we have any idea how many hours they've spent on this? Like, have they kept timesheets or?
We have the billable. I have their invoices. Yeah, that I can go through. I mean, yeah, we have that. I can get you that information.
I'm not disagreeing. It's been a heavy lift.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. No, I can get you that information. I'll have that information at the next council meeting.
thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fairly obvious how much time you all have been putting into this when we had that joint meeting.
Yeah. I do think the final product will be very helpful, useful, all of the above.
I'm really excited for it.
Yeah, so I think it sets a good vision for the township personally, but yeah, the end result will be good.
All right, great. Anything else for zoning and planning?
I don't have anything, no.
All right, other business then.
Well, I'm going to have to steal the agenda because apparently my screen went blank. Yeah, most importantly, the Sparktacular holiday event. Did I say that correctly, Melanie? Yes, I did. Okay, good.
Forgot Santa's.
Yes, Santa's Sparktacular holiday event. My bad. It's December 4th from 7 to 9 at the community center. Susan, will you be doing the Santa Claus tour? Are you going to be Santa Claus?
Mrs. Claus.
You will? Okay, that's what I thought.
Mrs. Claus.
Okay, cool.
Quick question about the Sparktacular holiday event though.
Yeah.
Don't the food trucks arrive at 6:30?
Mhm.
So why do we always advertise it for 7 if the food trucks are there at 6:30?
Because this year advertise at 6:30.
Okay, so expect
At least
long.
on the website, it does
So
say 6:30.
expect longer lines
Yeah,
at
we might
6:30 for the
change
food
that.
trucks.
Yeah.
Just as long as it's not as cold and windy as it was last year.
Yeah,
That
it's
was
pretty
awful.
brutal. That was brutal.
Those poor band guys.
Yeah.
And
But
the dancers, at least they were
Right,
moving
right.
around, but my goodness.
Yeah. But that's all I have.
All right, anyone else have anything they want to add for other business? All right, then we will adjourn this evening's meeting. Thank you.
Is that a new record? That was
Whoa.
19 minutes.
I don't think that's a record.
I think our
We did a
one
meeting in
sounds-
9 minutes a couple
We
months
did?
ago.
We did?
Yes. Yes, do you remember? Because you said, can I really adjourn a meeting
Oh,
after
that's
9
right.
minutes?